And if you're going to try and do 2 as Cloud9, which I would advise would be a very silly prospect for a defense on Nuke.
Sure.
Even that's going to get battered even worse.
They have got their work cut out for them at the moment, that's for sure. Such a long Inferno map, and now it's the pick of Mad Lion's Nuke. So, welcome to the show here. It's the upper bracket still, so if you lose here in your Cloud9, you're not going to be going home. You're going to be going down the lower bracket, but it's still a long route to go. It can be very, very tough to fight your way through that part of it. Starting on the T side is Mad Lions, Cloud9 on the CT side, and it looks like they're going to go for a very explosive hit towards this A-bomb side.
Here we go. Smokes out towards Mini. Molotovs as well. Top hut. Floppy. He's burning. He drops down. No one's there to punish, and he moves into safety. But it leaves JT all alone in heaven, and they're being kicked down. Floppy finds one. That's A-Core. New angle. But he's got so much to do, and he delivers. Stunning headshots. Eventually taken down, but he's given his team a chance.
He has. The bomb, though, is inside of the site, so they can, you know, escape and reload and everything, but they still need to actually win. Almost walking into it. That looked like they could have died right then and there. Yeah. Somehow, Cloud9 come out with a victory, and that was very confusing. That Molotov with the hut does everything they need. I'm so confused about no one from Mad Lions checking for that hut push. That's a huge oversight.
Not just not checking for it, but not having one person. Like, that is the play that you imagine most guys are going to make. Like, if you fall off into the site itself where the boxes are, that's where your teammates are streaming out from doors, so that's not safe. The only option is to really drop in front of that hut door and take the fight, and I'm just astounded no one's there to punish it. Maybe he wins it anyways, but...
Sure. No, you're right. But still, a lot of credit to Floppy for that play.
Yeah, the spin around afterwards was absolutely disgusting. MOTM trying to recover after a very difficult map 1.
I bet he will.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on MOTM just yet.
And if I'm him, I'm doing exactly what he just did, which is go take fights, go challenge, go start to make yourself feel comfortable early on in this map. It's just against Glocks, but even that little bit of confidence boost can help.
I actually always try and, just as, you know, someone who ends up watching the game a lot, I end up looking for...
Convenient how you just end up watching games of Counter-Strike.
I end up watching. That's what I do, Jason. That's what I do for a living, you know. Formulation could have been better, I agree, but... But basically, whenever someone has a very bad map like this, I always look for how much can they recover, because I think that says so much about the future of a player, basically.
About their character as well as a player. A lot of smokes used by Mad Lions, 3 to cross outside, a 4th one used into Mini, which means they only have 1 left for this lower bomb site.
JT, Ruiz almost got the timing right, but he could have been dead as well. And now they're both kind of pushed over to the side of the map, which it doesn't have to be all bad, but...
This opens up the opportunity. If Mad Lions stream up the vents, they have control. There's 3 players dedicated to the lower bomb site, nowhere else for them to go. There's an escape route for Mad Lions that is going to be so brutal.
Bobsky taking a bit of damage, also putting a lot of pressure suddenly on that ramp. He's going to turn around. He sees it coming, and he probably could have won that fight. I'm a bit shocked that he didn't. Down on the lower side, it's Shush to go down, and they actually go for the 3-man stacked bomb site, and there's nothing to accomplish here. Everyone lives on Cloud9's side. They pick up 3 AKs. That's hard to explain.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's really, really good defense. Mad Lions just kind of marched the lower bomb site, and even though they had resistance and it was spotted out pretty early, they don't change the angle of attack. And I think that might be, I mean, not going up the vent is one thing. Not falling back, I think, is because they just didn't have the utility to set up another wall to get towards Mini safely, right?
And they lost Bobsky, so they were like, all right, well, you know, whatever.
Forward.
Go for it. I'm kind of shocked that he didn't get the kill, Bobsky. Get the right idea with the AK as well.
He didn't have a great opening map either. He did fine on the scores, but in his initial role, especially on the T side, towards he had some tough times finding kills into the site on Inferno, which happens.
Yeah, but you're right. It's worth noticing. Cloud9 3-0, surviving the first test that has been thrown at them here.
Now they get the test of the Tech 9s.
Oh yeah, we've never seen a Tech 9 be fired yet. It's been bought multiple times, but it just gets grenaded every single time.
Well, Bubsky's made it down the vents. This ramp hit, it's Sonic. He had that phenomenal map on Inferno with the AWP, doing some fine work with the FAMAs here. It doesn't even need to drop all the way down. He's got the safety of OC holding the angle. So Bubsky's going to come right back up to join with his teammates. He's going to... Oh, he finds a kill. Low HP. Another player moves into position. It's MOTM. 2 kills for him, holding on to Vent and Squeaky Door. And Cloud9 are up to 4.
They do a little bit of damage in that round, but not enough. And you notice them, they put the Tech 9s into ramp and then kind of stop with them. And listen, I'll put this down to The fact that out of all of these 5 players, only a Cillian would have even been playing at the time where the Tech9s were that good. The rest of them don't know how to use them. It's run and shoot.
Run and shoot.
And you don't stop. And you don't stop running or shooting. You have to, once you fire it, you have to keep going.
Defies logic. You have to shut off half the brain to be able to use that weapon. Deep nade is going to go, I think, past, sailing way past Roy.
I don't think they saw Sonic at all. This could get really, really awkward. For Mars versus AK, there's no one here to help out Bubsky yet.
Well, Sonic as well is going to fall back or push forward. The smoke is going to clear, and Sonic finds one. Good trade, and Bubsky's already put his Nikes on, and he's making his way into ramp room. OC misses the chance to pick him off. He's in a tough spot now. Kind of preventing himself from falling back. Good win from Bubsky. The initial duel, the one-on-one fight that he found. And Roy outside has crossed over. The smoke just clears. And I don't know if Floppy saw that. He's moving forward to go for a flank.
If he could flank Roy, then that would make the B defense a little bit more tenable. They're still waiting on the ramp. They want to see what Roy can accomplish down here. Nearly killed by JT. That could have been a huge frag. Now he just... Oh, man, MOTM surely would have had that call from a teammate. That's a big misstep.
I think it was more just poor positioning in the sense that where was he going to go? He falls back to get out of the view of that doorway, and he already hears the players coming down ramp. So he was...
That's tough.
Frozen by indecision, frozen by poor positioning. JT in a 1 versus 4. I don't think he'll be able to get much done. Maybe a kill as he departs, as he exits, and he does get away, which is nice.
Yeah, they want to hunt for him. Bubsky. Okay.
All right.
That's a way to take a fight, I guess. Jumping in and crouching for the angle. First round of the board for Mad Lions here on Nuke. Plenty of money for at least some of the Cloud9 members. They can drop to each other, but it will actually deplete their bank a lot. Yeah,
I was going to say, they have plenty of money for this round, but having to drop 2 weapons to teammates has taken all of their cash. Sonic is the richest at 1,500, and OC is going to be on the op here on the CT side for Cloud9.
OC point quite far back. MOTM playing out in the garage. An angle that's great if they try and sneak their way into mini, which people do every once in a while. Could definitely get a kill here. And they're going to go check it instead. He's going to get the 1, but that is a good trade. Acore will also take down Floppy at the same time, so now they're in a little bit of trouble here. 4 versus 3, and Cloud9 really can't afford to lose this round. They just spent all of their money. OC with that AWP, and remember he was so effective on Inferno, but he's in a high-risk position already without knowing it. And that scoping is going to be heard. Yeah, Roy, you could tell he's looking for it and definitely calling it out. What?
That's awkward. Bubsky will be frustrated with that one, but at least he has information and they didn't lose anything for it. Roy spots one front of hut. Good flashbang, good Molotov. Roy never cleared the vent. Sonic is able to turn, and oh god, Mad Lions having such good map control and positional advantage and a man up, and now it's down into a 3-on-3. They've lost so much from these engagements that haven't panned out.
Yeah, they really have, but they're still gonna have the bomb site, surely. OC showing up, and they have a smoke. They're gonna make the run clean across instead. They see the gun barrel as well. They definitely know that he's there. 1 Molotov here, so maybe they could clear out one of the players. Sonic just charging onto the bomb site and taking down Acore. And now it's a little bit tricky for the Danish side. They've only just got the bomb, had a lot of damage coming out, and nearly taking down Sonic as well. He's 8-1. He's having such a monstrous game, but it looks like he almost has to do everything on his own anyway. OC trying to hold the corner with the AWP, not quite there, and no one's defusing. He had to come off it, opening the door, getting the kill, and closing it back up again, and now he's just going to be toying with him. He tries to sit on it, but yeah, he knows he's in so much trouble. What a ridiculous 1-on-2. Bubsky, after almost giving the round away up in lobby, comes back to save his team.
Yeah, that is a very flashy clutch. That is some very good work with those doors, and also managing the fact he's pushed forward into the alt by the Molotov, and that can be a pretty stressful battle. He handles it with great aplomb.
Clowning around with the doors. I've told my kids many times, don't play with the doors, but
that's how you get your fingers stuck.
Yeah.
Bubsky ain't no kid.
No.
He's a man.
Maybe there is something to be learned from doing it. It's a skill that you can apply later in life if you want to career as a professional Counter-Strike player. pistols on the Cloud9 side now, and that's an issue.
That's a hard reset as well. Not even any upgrades. Just the, I guess, OC with the P250. That's it. No nades at all.
And once again, some yard control. I mean, it's not really expected, I guess, that Cloud9 would try and hold the yard with USPs at range. But it's something to look for down the stretch of this game. All right. Moment of panic there, but they managed to reset the holes in the situation, and they even spot out MOTM. A third round for Mad Lions.
They found a pretty cool way, Cloud9, to try and crunch on a portion of that attack. 2 players coming out windows, 1 out the doorway, 1 up the ladder. They almost were able to make that work. 3 straight for Mad Lions, and back to M4s in the AWP for Cloud9 on defense, trying to get back into the swing of things. No kits, and no head armor.
Which you can live with without when it's the AKs.
All AKs and an... Oh, that's awkward.
I don't know about that, Jason. Tell me your thoughts.
I'm so confused. It might not even matter. 1 player in the hut. Oh dear. JT, what a delicious triple kill that is.
Yeah. Trying for that shot. That could have been dangerous. Re-smoking Mini. Putting up the bomb right away, but it's still a 2-on-3. Really rough here. I mean, they were fully motivated to keep running. No one was going to hold back from that one. Bubsky going down. It's a fair attempt to try and flash your way through that. Now it's on Acor. 1 versus 3. He's going to swing for it, flashed and all. And he goes down. OC with the kill. We're going to have a conversation with him about that one.
What was that? I don't know, like, it could have been a misclick, could have been someone thinking they were just throwing away a flashbang as a joke. Either way, it's like they were just saying, you know, you guys don't have any head armor, we'll do just enough damage to everyone on the team to make sure our head armor doesn't matter whatsoever.
Trying to play fair?
I guess so. Why would you ever want to do that?
I couldn't tell you. Well, it was exciting, I thought. It made it would have been great if they would have won, because Cloud9 would have never actually known about it. They would have just lost the round to a rush, and they would be like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But they did end up losing the round. Currently, Bubsky playing pretty well, 7-5. So that's nice to see.
And he's taken over that role of like the solo lobby player, right? When they're attacking outside, he's kind of pressuring towards ramp room. He's looking for those lobby pushes as well. So, I mean, that's a pretty important role for him to be in, and it's good to see him delivering in that capacity. Obviously, the 1 versus 2 clutch helps as well.
It does. That's going to give them a little bit. But they've just spent most of their money. I guess Bubsky still has a little bit, but everyone's poor on cash for the minute here. I think 5-3 is actually pretty good. I think Cloud9, I expect that they would have a rougher time maybe on the CT side here than on the T side. Well,
they've got a double up setup going on now as well, Cloud9. So we'll see exactly. This is kind of what I mentioned I didn't want to see on the defense. I'm interested to see how they'll make it work, because the retakes on Inferno were haggard, and they're going to be equally difficult here on Nuke, especially with 2 ops. So, I mean, you have to imagine these things. Here's the benefit of what they provide is Sonic's position in ramp room means he can play it very much solo. He can get an early spot, even an early pick, perhaps. Although that doesn't matter a whole lot either, because he hasn't had too much pressure come his way throughout this map the whole time.
Are they going to try and crunch Mini while Molotoving out Hut as well? Some grenades coming through. OC, there's a lot of targets there, and he's hearing them stepping now. That's going to be 1 kill. He's back around the corner. Surely he can't escape. Missing another opportunity. He gets it. That's so great. And finally, Acor will take him down. He somehow dropped MOTM in the middle of all of that as well. Acor and Bubsky will sneak in a kill on Floppy. He's ready for JT, but he can't find the kill. And that leaves it in a 2-on-2. Shush sneaking in. This could be interesting. Acor is going to be going down, so now it's all on Shush, and the bomb is outside with 50 seconds. And clearing this corner against JT is actually not that easy. The gun barrel will be showing beforehand, and JT will get a double. That was an incredibly messy round.
Yeah, it really was. Nice job from OC. I'm amazed they didn't hunt him down when they knew he was stuck in this position. I guess they were paused. I guess they paused because of that Acor shot on MOTM. Roy might have thought that he was going to come around, but they didn't chase him in a very difficult situation during the reload. 6-3. Cloud9 back to their winning ways, and Bubsky, the only with cash, has gone for the hero AK buy. Some extra pistols being picked up to surround it.
Tech9s.
It's the 3rd time you've gotten excited for the Tech9s.
4th, I think. But listen, I have such a long time before I catch up to you and the stupid dualies, so I'm okay with it. It's early days. They haven't figured it out yet. These are the veteran Tech9 players. Get
That's
one to
point.
Olofmeister and let's see what happens.
Yeah. They weren't around during the heyday. Good pick from Bubsky. Ooh, he even reads the follow-up, and Asilian's going to pair for that kill. 3 players to defend for Cloud9. The hero buy working spectacularly.
Roy sneaking in, and he's just under the radar there. Nearly got spotted, but now he's getting really close, and this could be awkward. Tech9 close range. See if they spot for him. All the attention in the middle, and he's gonna go for it. Finally gets the job done. Coming out of the vent, not gonna work out either. They lose nobody in this round and pick up a bunch of rifles in the meantime. Wow, what a swing that is in favor of Mad Lions suddenly.
That was spicy, and I'm not gonna lie, my first glimpse of this new Tech9 wasn't the best. Did get the job done, though. That's all you can ask for.
Don't give up on it already.
I'm not giving up on it. I'm just saying it could have been cleaner.
He made the big mistake there of not running. Well, he did the shooting part, but you have to keep moving.
He was shooting very fast as well. Vince at those times though, the shooting was actually so fast that the game didn't register. Like every third bullet just wouldn't exist.
They just disappeared.
Yeah, they were just like this can't happen. 6-4, 2-round lead for Cloud9. Both, I mean, their defense on Inferno obviously looked very, very good. Here on Nuke, it looks pretty good as well. Unfortunate that they're not able to get a second streak going. Mad Lions has responded immediately. So Scout, SMG, and upgraded pistols, full investment from Cloud9 as they try and snatch one right back. But man, this is a tough position because with no one dying in the previous, remember it was 1 AK and Tech9s and P250s for Mad Lions. They got like 3 free guns out of it, I believe. 2 M4s and an AK-47, or in the AWP.
Yeah, that's...
So they have so much money. It looks like Asilian was the only one who actually had to buy for Mad Lions in this round. What a swing.
Deep smoke to hell. Not that anyone is holding it at the moment, and they still have OC looking over on top, so at least they're going to know that much. Stack and ramp room would be a great turnaround for Cloud9 if they're able to steal this round right back due to this stack. It's being cleared pretty hard. Oh, nice swing. JT with the timing, and Sonic with another opening kill. Man, Sonic is a god in this best of 3. He's 10-4 right now, which is not even close to his scoreline on Inferno. Molotov there is going to block off 2 people, and Echo is holding the line. He's not going to be able to get the kill somehow. That's a little bit odd.
That's a nice, decisive change of attack for Mad Lions. Immediately you see 3 players in ramp room. Switch to the upper bomb site with no delay. You know the defense is going to be weaker there. Good kill from Bubsky. Took a little bit longer than he would have liked. Oh, and Roy's going to be the last one left. Him versus MOTM, and he's stuck in a corner. MOTM with that AWP. He's got him boxed in, but can't land the shot. Quad kill for Roy, and he saves the day for Mad Lions.
Yeah, but that was expensive. I mean, Cloud9 have a problem, which is they still can't buy in this round, but they almost made that work. Man, that is so close to being
here's the thing.
The turn.
Oddly enough, you're right. They do. I mean, this is one of those weird. I guess this is more of an economic conversation. But how expensive can it be if you were given so many free rifles in the previous round?
Yeah.
If you're respending cash, but it was cash you'd essentially gotten for free previously.
True. Some grenades outside, 3 of them, and almost looked like Mad Lions were going to run into it. Cloud9 had a lot of success on Inferno using grenades, not so much here. Yeah, but that's a good point.
I mean, I guess the one thing, it's like they don't gain anything, but everything is exactly how it was at the start of last round. They have another buy behind this on everyone except for Asilian and Roy. The money's still looking good.
Molotovs. Just to stop Acor from being shot in the side of the face so he can focus on that position.
It's timely as well.
Of course he's the player to just try and do that. Shush though, cleaning it up. I should just forward all of my stupid wallbangs to Acor in the future, shouldn't I?
Yeah, he seems like the one who'd love to test those out.
Test this for me. See if it works. 6-6 right now. 3 in a row for Mad Lions. This run was easy, but the other ones haven't really been anywhere near the same. And I actually think this isn't so bad for Cloud9. I really think a tied scoreline at the moment is not that bad. If they could get just another round for comfort, I don't think they're in such a bad spot here. It's hard to judge, though, how they're going to be on the T side. We just obviously don't know that yet. Quick run from Roy all the way through, actually passing through the smoke and getting shot in the back. I think he had probably had some internal feeling that he was so far forward with no one noticing that he could really wrap in behind there, but they were absolutely aware. Only Sonic is down there at the bomb site, so it could be a very quick bomb plant, but that's not always the biggest trouble here. I mean, they need to hold the bomb site afterwards.
They're using everyone to get into the bomb site, so now you're going to have to see Mad9 spread out again and take positioning to defend against the retake. You're exactly right. 2 players at the control stairs. Acor might need to find a new spot. He's at the window.
Oh, no.
And here comes the retake. It's going to be 4 players from ramp room.
No smoke and no kit on Cloud9, so I don't know, even in a man advantage, they're taking so long already that they're actually already really rushed for time. They might not realize it yet, but they're gonna have to go right now and not really slow it down. Quick trade, nice shot from Acor, and he's gonna turn around for it as well. Still a 2-on-3, headshot to take down OC. It's a 10-second defuse. They can't come off it. Acor will get one more, and that keeps Floppy from defusing, and now they're simply out of time. Man, that again, they had to do that, and he almost just had to stick it, even though it seems ridiculous. Floppy now getting hunted, Acor running and just escape. It's not worth it. 7-6, man. That is, if they had a smoke or anything there, it would have been so much easier for them.
Yeah, well, also the problem was, remember, because there was a stack outside. There were 3 players outside when Roy goes down initially. Sonic is usually the ramp player, so he has no real information of where that attack is coming from. He has no idea that they were heading downstairs. Another good call from Mad Lions to get into a solid position. Now they have a 1-round lead. They've got a 4-round streak. And Cloud9 isn't really stopping them anywhere across the map anymore. That first early salvo of rounds from Cloud9 looked good, but now it's Mad Lions is getting outside control when they want it. They're getting ramp room control when they want it. Shush, here's his nade, hit a body. It's a lobby crunch. It's all on Bubsky, 1 versus 4, and they've got him. But the bomb site, again, is lost. Much like the previous round, it's Cloud9 after this aggression, having no way to get back into the round properly.
Yeah, they spot one person out there, so they can do the rest of the math easily. M4 and AK picked up, and it's rough trying to save these, but given the situation, it might just be a better choice. Gonna lose one of them right there, and no one can pick it up either. Sonic would be the one to do it, but he's out in the yard at the moment. Close call, I think, once again, but not quite enough. OC up here. Could do some damage, but he doesn't have a kit or anything, so he, again, just does not have time really to try and go for it. Could do maybe a little bit more here, but he's gonna lose that AK. They can still buy, I guess, in the next round, but it's throwing away an AK-47.
Acor's gonna defend, and Sonic might want to just turn the corner, try and get the op. Nice shot from the Tech9. 8-6, as Mad Lions have grabbed a commanding lead. And, like, the score is close. Most of that is off the benefit of the pistol round and 1 single gun round win for Cloud9. They've only actually won 2 rounds once Mad Lions has been able to buy, you know, round after round after round. They're having a very difficult time containing this attack.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, it's like 6 is plenty of rounds to give yourself a chance in the second half, but Mad Lions is looking very very good at the moment.
Shout out to MOTM, 14 and 11. Top of the scoreboard for Cloud9. I think that's a good sign. Might still leave a bit of bitter taste in your mouth. You're like, why couldn't I just make this work on Inferno? But save that for another day.
Ooh, right through the smoke. Shush has the first kill. It disappears inside of it as well. JT is still on the other side, but there's nowhere for him to go. He's certainly, oh dear, that box is saving his life, and it's the only cover he's got. It's a life raft at this point, but it's pulling so many of his teammates to come help him, and they might all fall for their trouble. JT pegged with a nade, down to 8 HP, and Jesus, he's under so much pressure. How he's alive right now, I have no idea.
Well, and he's not going to be forever either. They'll certainly go and check it. There's Acor taking him down, yeah. He was out in no man's land, and at some point it's probably better to just, you know, let him die.
Yes.
Just don't. Because you're right,
well,
they were all trying to jump into the water to help him out, and more people kept drowning.
It pulled Sonic over in support, and then the flank came in from ramp room from Bubsky to pick him off. So that's going to be frustrating for Sonic, not even allowed to play his own game.
Wow.
That's the first half. What a well-done half from Mad Lions. They go on a 9-2 run to close that half out 9-6.
It was, I think it was a really, really good game, good plan they came in with Mad Lions. I really enjoyed it, but I think Cloud9 could have had more rounds here. They gave up a couple that they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Again, rough.
And that's certainly going to come back to bite him. We'll see how much so in the second half. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, second map coming up here in the upper bracket of Flashpoint of the playoffs, and it's Mad Lions and Cloud9. And right now, it is looking a little bit grim for Cloud9. In spite of, I just think a pretty cool overall series so far for Cloud9. But they've had like a couple of missteps, and it's cost them really badly.
Yeah, obviously the big one is on Inferno. A couple of those missteps when you go into a triple overtime game. But you could probably say the same things for Mad Lions. It's just Cloud9's missteps were way more glaringly obvious, and as the underdog, way more painful.
Sonic, he's leading the charge. He's certainly the man for the job right now. JT will go down to Bubsky, and Cillian, he heard that rush immediately, and he's just going to try and fall back. They're still chasing him, and Sonic will get the job done once again. Bubsky held off. He's going to open it and trying to stop the bomb. What is that? God. He was actually just, what, grinding on the bomb while planting it?
Normally reserved for diffuses. Floppy's brought it out here for the plant. It at least gets the extra money in the hands of Cloud9. But look at the HP. This is going to be near impossible to hold. And yeah, MOTM, last one remaining. Good first kill, 1 versus 2.
MOTM trying to play that dog game, but the problem is How cool is he going to be? They're back on the defuse. 10 seconds. MOTM trying to take that high ground. And yeah, here's the same play. Oh no, he's out of bullets. No! They're going to lose the round. I can't believe it.
He's like...
Listen, like all sane people, I've seen my share of twerking videos on Instagram, Jason, but this is something else.
It's the best kind of twerking.
Yeah. In both cases, it worked out really well. This, though, is surely one of the most tragic things I've ever seen. He's like, I made the right choice. I have no bullets. We lost the round.
Listen, I don't even know. We saw the CZ like miss everything on Floppy when he was planning it, so there's no guarantee he would have even hit the shot if he had 12 bullets. And obviously in a 1 versus 3, you don't always have the luxury to just pause and reload.
Had he gone for that defuse spin if they hadn't gone for the bomb plant spin? Had he done it? Did they invite that themselves?
They bring the monster on it themselves, yeah. Who knows?
Some damage onto MOTM coming through, and Bobski will get a chance for a reload. He will keep sawing them to pieces with that MP9. Still waiting for that Bison meta to come into play.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
It's gonna happen.
There's gonna be a dually meta before there's gonna be a Bison meta.
No way.
I want you to know that. I will make so many bets on that.
You guys are so late to the party with this Bison meta. Just, I'm telling you right now, it's already a thing, and you just don't know it.
It's like the Krieg, the SMG of Krieg, or the Krieg of SMGs.
Yeah, that is what's going to be like. And you will never be able to ever like run through a smoke ever again because it just keeps having bullets. And if you can shoot it for as long as the smoke is up, you never run out. M4 doing a reasonable job. Follow up with Galil, has even more bullets, and Bobski will continue another triple for him. He's at 21 and 10, and Mad Lions are at 12 and 6. So some quick rounds here at the second half. I don't know. If there's any chance of a comeback in the third map here, it's going to have to be a powerful beginning, right?
Right. Cloud9's going to have to get started in this very first round right here, right off the bat. They cannot let Mad Lions get too far ahead. And obviously as well, especially if Cloud9 were to lose this round without any kind of a plant, they're going to be hurting for cash so much that Mad Lions is going to have such a huge lead. So here we go. This is pretty much the most important round on this map at this point for Cloud9.
Part of me wants for Cloud9 to make it back and face Mad Lions later on, and for them to play Inferno again. I want to see the revenge arc come through. That'd be so much fun if they could do it one more time. Really impressed by Sonic this series.
Yes, which is good because he was someone that there were a lot of question marks hanging around throughout the first phase of Flashpoint. Even the second phase, it took him a while in Flashpoint 1 to get started on the right foot. And, I mean, listen, they were winning without him, so it wasn't the biggest deal. It's good to have him here in the playoffs.
Still a lot of Molotovs in play for Cloud9. A-Core, though, very exposed position, but he's got backup. JT was immediately looking for it. No need to take that fight if you're Bobski, though. A good return, and Sonic just keeps going. He knows there's another one there. Somehow it's a 3-on-3 in spite of... Oh, no! This is ridiculous.
Oh, get your head ripped off. Another Molotov in towards Heaven, which is going to force A-Core back. Ascillion coming in. Oh, he's doing great damage. He's brought it into a 2-on-2 through the smoke. But still, you have the tough task if you're A-Core of retaking from Heaven with an AWP. That's no fun for anyone. Flashbang is perfect. Floppy is so blind, and now the position of Sonic has given up. He's been great with the quad kill. He's going for the ace clutch, and Ascillion holding his nerve.
He's in the corner hiding. Oh, and that's a nice peek. Ace clutch, you said it. 17 kills. He is rock solid in this game. Every time they've called him on it, he's stepped it up.
That's so impressive from Sonic. What a great flashbang to get A-Core involved. This is phenomenal work. Shush is distracted by Floppy, but Mini being held by Sonic over and over is just spectacular. You're exactly right. He is Cloud9's best player in this series. Not coming into it, but certainly he's delivering.
Well, we said it was going to have to be a spectacular start, and oh no. A-Core just putting an end to that. But yeah, I mean, acing your way into the first rifle round is a good way to get your team fired up. Unfortunately, they lose him right away. And that does feel like it's taking down 2 people almost at this point in time. A-Core himself is not having a bad game here on Nuke. He's 19 and 11. That is a one-way Roy has used many times in the past when we've seen him on Nuke. And they seem to be keenly aware. Dangerous game being played. They're going to try and see if they can make the cross. He's still kind of looking for it. That smoke's about to fade, and he doesn't want to stick around. I don't blame him. He's hearing a lot of stepping out in the garage. See if they're going to react. They must know they've lost yards, so they're going to go and crunch the lobby instead, which could work out fine, but it could also weirdly lose them a lot of map control. OC's out there with a bomb on his own, which I really don't like.
This is intriguing. What an odd round. They've actually swapped positions entirely on the map.
Yeah.
Although, I guess with this position in door, and especially now that Acor is going to take it... Oh, no. Awkward timing. They line up for Bubsky. There's the off. Acor pinned down by Floppy. Good spam, but it's working. So many players that Cloud9 just doesn't expect so many bodies to be in lobby. And Floppy is in a 1 versus 3, and he gets picked off from behind. 13-7.
Don't even blame Cloud9 for not seeing that.
No, there's no indication that that was going to be the thing. I guess the only real intel they had, which I think is kind of a hard one for your brain to latch onto in the moment, is that you have 2 players at Squeaky Door, both facing towards Mini on the CT side. Yeah. Like, that should be like, okay, if they're not worried about lobby, then they're probably not lobby. But, you know, your brain doesn't immediately, you know, shout that out.
You know, when the bullets are flying, it's a little bit tricky to try and get a read on that. And that, again, after the ace into losing the round into pistols, here's a really, really short-lived success in the second half, and they might not get another chance.
Yeah, Mad Lions is going to be up to 14. 5-on-4 in this round, just flashbangs to make this hit work. They're trying to wait for this smoke to fade, but they've already lost 2 players before it's disappeared. And Bubsky's going to love the challenge.
Another triple for him in this position. Trying to make it an ace, and there we go, picking them all off. They just had pistols and no armor. Still must feel pretty good. He's up at 26, and I mean, so he was far ahead even without the ace. But why not add it on top?
Yeah.
14-7. This is not the Infernal map that we were just watching with the triple or quad overtime, whatever we ended up at.
No, it is not the same feeling to it at all. I like that Bubsky is just out in the open, challenging, just wanting them to come face him. He wanted that ace. 5 AKs again for Cloud9, but now it's really desperate scenario. They need to make something work, and they need to do it right now. They need to go on a huge run. Unfortunately, the round they've won in this half was the ace from Sonic, so it's not even like that was a winning recipe. It was just, what a great round from him. You can't just fall back into that. And Cloud9 has already used 4 smokes. 3 on the wall outside. 1 towards Squeaky and Mini. And they haven't gained anything from it except for JT, who's positioned himself at the secret stairs.
And I mean, it's early on in the round. I don't mind that he's waiting around. Sometimes people will be late sneaking up there from the CT side. It's not going to happen this round, but I don't mind the attempt at it. But there needs to be a plan B, obviously. And it could well be just heading towards the ramp, which would be a huge problem. Asilian and Acor are there with a bit of a setup. Definitely won't be easy. I'm wondering what Asilian's plan is. Wow, Bubsky pushing through, and that's annoying. Even with the follow-up here, they're going to go for the fight. Shush will win it once. Can't get the second kill, though.
The bomb is dropped, though, and there's a flank from ramp room. Yep, Asilian's got it, and Acor won in the upper bomb site. And JT, who had that such a nice advanced positioning, gets nothing from it. And now they know his position. He can find 2 1 versus 1s. Asilian out in the open. He's picked off, but they have no idea. Acor has snuck in a position, and JT still has 27 seconds, and he's got to go back and find the bomb.
Oh, no.
And that tick is it's over. It's done. That gives Acor all the information he needs.
That is so unfortunate. Otherwise, really well played for JT. That, though, was essentially Cloud9 saying, okay, we're going to wait around to see if they give us a free kill. And then as we're setting up, they got pushed instead, which is like, that takes away all of your momentum. Whatever plan they had, they're like, oh, no, now we're just all reacting. That's hard to deal with, but good. That's a great play for Mad Lions, and it's something that Nuke CT side really allows for. 27 kills on Bubsky, and we've only played 22 rounds.
Yeah, he's just a god at the moment. He's looking to single-handedly send Cloud9 packing into the lower bracket. Roy outside, JT on the other side of the smokes. Again, a lot of that smoke wall set up, a lot of resources used, and JT's going to start moving across now. Him and Roy going to start changing positions.
Oh, who's going to turn for it? Roy, if he looks now, he's going to get the kill for free, and he will. Acore will take down Floppy at the same time, and Cloud9 falling flat on Nuke. This is the map pick of Mad Lions, and we're starting to really get a sense for why.
Yeah, they're responding to various situations very well, and obviously starting to flex and feel confident on an individual basis on top of everything. Another round where, I mean, we question sometimes what do you get out of ramp room, even if you have 5 players surviving and you take it. And well, you're in a 3-on-5 and you have control of ramp room, it really nets you absolutely nothing, especially with the smokes that you used outside. There's nothing you can do even downstairs. So Sonic 1 versus 5. He's been spectacular, but that is too much. 16-7,
wow.
And that is a 2-0 series. And Cloud9 going to be thinking about that triple overtime for the rest of the day.
Probably for the rest of the day. Hopefully they'll find a way to break out of it. You know, that's a learning experience as a team. That's going to happen. It has to happen. I mean, for MOTM, it did really well to recover in the second map, right? And again, you know, everyone's going to have at least one map like that in their career, probably more. But
yeah, way more.
So you have to learn. Do you ever had that map, Jason? Ever?
Absolutely not.
All right, there we go. I thought not.
Either way, that's it between Cloud9 and Mad Lions. Congratulations to Mad Lions. We're heading to a break. Then we got the Deaths to break down the series, and we'll get you into the next one. That's coming up. It's MIBR versus Havu. You're going to want to stick around for that one. We'll see you there.